Hey everyone, this is Mark Midyett with the Mark Midyett team over at Keller Williams Realty Select, and we're sitting down with another business to business interview with one of our business partners, Mark Kowalski over at Purmort Insurance, Purmort and Martin, excuse me. I like to abbreviate that, it's just easier, but Purmort and Martin Insurance. How you doing today, Mark?
Doing well, Mark. How about yourself?
Super, super. So, you guys obviously are an insurance brokerage. Is that the correct term? You guys will work with multiple carriers, that sort of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I guess the correct terminology would be Purmort and Martin Insurance Agency. So we are an agency that works directly with our clients, as well as we work with insurance companies directly and brokers directly, handling personal line insurance and business insurance. And the agency's been here since 1959, so 62 years now.
Holy cow, you've been around a while, huh?
It's the agency's been around a long time. It's a good standing name in the neighborhood.
So, what type of coverages do you work with? Do you work with homeowners, businesses? Talk to me a little bit about what you guys do.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, the agency is a full service, full lines agency dealing in personal lines as your homeowners, auto, umbrella, boat, etc. Do builders risk for new homes being built, work alongside with some builders. And on the other hat, we do commercial business insurance. And so that goes across the lines of your professional liability, general liability, workers' comp, construction related risk, basically just good Southwest Florida businesses is who our clients are.
Okay, so how many people work over there?
Right now with the agency, we have a total of about 25 people between production staff and internal staff, so 25.
Okay. And what are you, if somebody that's been a long time client of you were asked, what would they say you're known for?
I think ultimately getting it done. I mean, responsiveness, service, that's really the key thing that we're going to differentiate. Our core goal is just building long-term relationships with clients. And quite simply, we just got a three-pronged focus on that. And it's just communicating with them, educating them about the marketplace, and ultimately advocating with them should a claim arise.
So talking about the marketplace, we are obviously in the real estate business over here. What are the biggest challenges you're seeing in the markets right now?
Biggest challenge right now is just the insurance companies as a whole. We're going through what we call a crisis within Florida. There's some reasons prompting that. We've got insurance companies pulling out. Insurance companies are restricting coverages, such as roofs. Some of them won't even insure a roof that's older than 3 years. And ultimately just trying to do what's right by our clients and remarketing their homeowners and business insurance because of the fact that it is a very difficult and challenging market out there right now.
So do you see a change on the horizon? I saw DeSantis signed a bill not too long ago and hoping for some reform. Is that going to make a difference?
We're hoping it makes a difference, but honestly, I don't think it went as deep as it probably should have within the bill. I think if anything, we'll see the near term, it's still going to be a very difficult market. I think maybe 12 to 18 months, we'll start to see some relief, but the bill still has to go a little bit deeper to help the industry as a whole. They've done some things of nature that will help with the bill, but there's still got to be some, and I think they're going to address that next session.
Okay. So is everyone's hands kind of tied, I guess, until the state legislature gets together and makes some changes?
Yeah, I mean, the changes are there. And what we're going to see, I think, in the next 12 to 18 months is, DeSantis's bill, they basically have said you used to have 3 years to file a claim. They've reduced that down to 2. So that'll give some carriers some upward mobility to try to close out the claims more. At the end of the day, it's the attorney fees have been driving up the cost of insurance as well. So I think that they've been dealing with the multipliers, the fee multipliers there. So I think the big issue that we're all waiting to see is how they're going to handle the roofs. There's been talk this year, and it just didn't get done in this legislative session, about putting roofs on an actual cash value versus what we do typically in a replacement cost value. So it's the equivalent of when you buy a car, when you take it off the lot, it depreciates. And that's what insurance companies are driving home, is trying to, instead of have to replace a roof that may be 25, 30 years old, and just putting on an actual cash value of what it's actually worth after the depreciated value. That's going to be the key driver in how they're going to determine to lower costs ultimately at the end of the day.
That's the first time I've heard that, and I know it's probably in the insurance world, you guys talk about it all the time, but that seems like a great idea. That should make a difference.
It should, but the consensus isn't. I think the pushback's been within the political side, and what we hear out there as well is it's cash flow. It's going to be tough for people to go ahead and replace a roof. I mean, right now I was told it was about $52,000 to replace a tile roof in Palmer Ranch from a neighbor of ours. So for people that rely on the insurance to step up should a claim arise and have that damage replaced, that's one thing of having a homeowner's policy. But on the other hand, if they don't sock money aside and they're not going to be able to repair that roof because the insurance company is not going to cover it, that's what I think the inlining issue is, and they're trying to figure out a solution to how to make everybody happy in this.
Well, and I agree with you, but insurance isn't really intended to replace something that has normal wear and tear. It's supposed to be for a unknown and an unexpected cause, I believe, right?
I agree. I just treat it like a car. You're responsible for the oil changes and the routine maintenance. We've got to look at that from a homeowner side now, and it's just an educating process to get people to buy into that.
Yeah, using your car analogy, it's oh, my car's 7 years old, I need a new one, let me go wreck it so the insurance company will buy me a new one. So
yeah, you'd be lucky to get a check for $3,000 to $5,000 when you want to go buy that new $60,000 car.
Yeah. So if when we send a client over to you, what can they expect?
I think ultimately we're going to pick up the phone and talk to them. We do not like to hide behind email. That is a format that is utilized sometimes. We got to get some information back and forth, but we call, we understand their situation. A lot of times we get people coming in that are new to the area. So when they're inquiring about insurance in Florida, it comes to a sticker shock most of the time. It's just different rates. We're more expensive than most other states. And it's understanding their situation, setting expectations, and explaining to them what the process is. We're not going to be able to turn things around within the same day or the next day unless they have all their information, but it usually takes a few days to a week to kind of turn this stuff around. And again, it's ultimately setting those expectations for people and building that trust with them.
Okay. So I know you personally through, a lot of places. We Leadership Sarasota and the Chamber of Commerce, and most recently you and I both belong to the Lakewood Ranch Rotary Club, and you're a good Rotarian. What else would you like people to know about yourself?
I think just someone that, yeah, it's a great question, I guess. I mean, ultimately, family's probably the most important. I mean, I love what I do. Not everybody can say that. I really do enjoy the business. Aside from the organizations you mentioned, I'm on the board with the local Humane Society in Sarasota County, put a lot of time and effort into that. We just underwent a $9 million expansion over there, so it's exciting to see that unfold. And then involved with the local home builders as well, on the board of the Manatee Sarasota Home Builders Association. So we definitely are in tune with what's going on in the industry, and that parlays well into the insurance side because they all come together.
Okay, that's good. I knew you had some philanthropy in your bones, and you prove it out being on the boards. I think that's great. Is there anything I haven't asked you that you want to share with anybody?
I think just at the end of the day, when we come to focusing in on the homeowner's insurance, the auto, the umbrella, the boat, our agency's been doing this for a long time. I just want to reiterate, we've got lots of markets. Our goal is to understand and, again, educate people of what it means to buy homeowners insurance. It's far too often easy to watch these TV commercials, and they always say, get what you pay for, or et cetera. It's not about that. We need to really make sure that we're here to protect the assets, and ultimately the home is still one of the largest assets anybody owns, and that's our job, is to protect that.
Okay. Well, I've just got one last question for you if you've got
Sure.
nothing else. PlayStation or Xbox and why?
God, I think years ago I'd have been a PlayStation guy, but during COVID, I got little girls, and we just had no idea what to do, and all I could find was an Xbox. So I would be an Xbox guy.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Uh,
What's your favorite?
yeah,
What's your
yeah. There's
daughter's
one game.
favorite game?
It's the dance video that they love dancing as a side. They do that after school, but it's I can't think of the name, but it deals with dancing. So they get in and they can dance in front. It scores them and everything.
All right. So,
That's
do
the
they
primary game.
have any
They're playing.
cell phone videos of you dancing?
Not to share right now,
Okay.
but there are some
All right.
that they get a kick out of it.
Cool. Well, Mark, thanks for your time today. I really appreciate it. And we look forward to working with you and having a long-term relationship with your group. We know that you've been around a long time and you guys do great work. And I guess your email address and your phone number that we've published here with this video is the best way to contact you.
Yeah, email's great, and then cell phone 941-961-5948. It's the best way to get a hold of me.
Perfect. Have a great day, Mark. Thanks so much.
I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you very much, Mark. Have a good day.
Okay.